I've got to buy my anti-gravity shower clogs from the Star Cell before they're all gone. And, perhaps most importantly, I've got to get a thoughtful present for my Aunt Clara's birthday next cycle. A surprise it will be. No, it's just impossible. Mr. I could never afford an expensive chronometer like that, not even in my wildest dreams. Silas's dazzling, predatory smile soft, morphing seamlessly into an expression of profound, almost paternal understanding. He even added a subtle hint of weary sorrow, as if burdened by the sheer, unquantifiable unfairness of the universe. Wait a minute, son. Hold on now. Don't write it off entirely. Not yet. Before you close your mind to such an incredible opportunity, how much do you honestly think it costs? Just for a little bit of fun. Take a guess, my friend. Don't be shy. Bart peered intently at the shimmering chronometer again, his brow furrowed in deep, sincere contemplation. He thought about the shiny, plastic alarm clock back on Terabel, which had cost 7 credits, a significant purchase at the time. This celestial gold chronometer was, he reasoned, clearly much, much better, more advanced, more valuable. Well, mister, I figure it's got to be, at least at the absolute minimum, 12 credits. 95 centicredits, wouldn't you say? I mean, it's gold. Silas's eyes widened to an almost theatrical degree, not with genuine surprise at the ridiculously low figure, but with a well-practiced, perfectly orchestrated gasp of amazement. He stared at Bart for a long moment, as if beholding an utterly unique specimen, a newly discovered alien species of pure, unblemished, not only 12 credits, 95 cents. He then burst into a rich, booming, entirely manufactured laugh, a sound entirely devoid of true malice, yet overflowing with pure artifice. Golly, son, you're a sharp one. Aren't you? A true financial wizard in the making. You got the keen eye of a seasoned, a veteran of countless negotiations. That's right, my young you've hit it on the head. It's exactly 12 credits. 9, and that includes sales tax. A genuine microfiber polishing cloth to keep it sparkling, and a completely comprehensive lifetime warranty, including all parts and labor. You'll never pay for repairs, my friend, not ever. Bart's jaw dropped for the second time, threatening to dislodge completely. He blinked, convinced he hadn't heard correctly, convinced his ears were playing tricks on him in the cacophony of the Emporium. This was beyond belief. Thank you very much, mister, he stammered, still slightly shell-shocked by the incredible proposition. But I just couldn't. It wouldn't be right to take advantage of such a generous offer. It simply wouldn't be honest. Silas tilted his head, feigning genuine perplexity, his expression a masterpiece of wounded generosity. You can't, son. 412 credits, 95. For a chronometer of this galactic caliber, this exquisite craftsmanship. Why? You'd be cheating yourself if you didn't seize this incredible opportunity. Ha! Everybody in the known cosmos knows that a genuine celestial gold chronometer like this costs 10 times that much. Maybe more, even up to 1,000 credits for such a quality piece. No, my young I just couldn't allow that to happen. I couldn't allow you to cheat yourself out of such a magnificent bargain. It would go against my very principles. Bart, deeply troubled by the thought of causing Silas financial hardship, protested vehemently, his sense of fair play deeply offended. No, mister, I just couldn't do that to you. You'd be losing money. Your business would fail. Silas waved a dismissive hand, as if such trivial concerns were beneath a true humanitarian, a purveyor of cosmic justice. He clasped Bart's shoulder with surprising firmness, a paternal, almost benevolent gleam in his eyes, cementing his role as Bart's selfless benefactor. What's your name, son? I feel a deep, spiritual connection to you. Mine's Silas, Sly Sidney Silas, the serviceman's pal and a friend, all honest, hard-working space trooper. Bartholomew Bart Bumble, sir, Bart replied, a new subtle sense of unease settling over him. An instinctual flicker of doubt quickly dismissed as mere Now, let me tell you something, Bartholomew, Silas said, allowing the name to roll off his tongue like alien syrup, emphasizing its folksy, trustworthy sound. In all my years in business, catering to the brave men and women in the Grand Galactic Alliance peacekeeping force, I've never felt such a profound rapport with a customer, an almost spiritual connection. Imagine, you, worrying about my profit, my meager earnings. That's simply unheard of. Take the chronometer, son, please. It belongs on the wrist of a noble, honest soul like yourself. Consider it a reward for your unwavering virtue. Bart, always susceptible to a heartfelt plea, especially one cloaked in such manufactured sincerity, was utterly torn. The chronometer was undeniably magnificent, a dazzling testament to galactic artistry. But his innate, terrible sense of fairness recoiled at the perceived exploitation of good nature. I just couldn't, Mr. Sly Sidney Silas. As much as I'd like to have it, I just wouldn't enjoy it knowing how I'd taken advantage of you and your kind heart. It would weigh on my conscience. It would. Silas put on his most understanding face, a mask of weary, burdened benevolence, as if carrying the sorrows of the entire cosmos on his sleek shoulders. Well, look, son, would you feel any better? Would your conscience be eased? If I told you I was making a little something, a tiny, minuscule profit, barely enough to keep my anti-gravity cargo hull fueled, I assure you, just a sliver of income for my troubles. Bart's eyebrows shot up in genuine surprise. You mean you can make a profit? Practically giving it to me like you are. Why, I figured you was losing your shirt and suspenders and everything else you own. Silas leaned in again, dropping his voice to a confidential murmur, as if sharing a trade secret so profound it would shatter the foundations of galactic commerce. Well, once in a great while, Private Bumble, one of my most trusted and secretive suppliers, gets a hold of a truly magnificent, genuinely undervalued piece of merchandise, and he has to unload it in a hurry, a real hurry, due to unexpected galactic market fluctuations. You understand? You know what I mean, my friend? Bart's face lit up with an moment, a flash of pure, intuitive understanding. Oh, sure. You mean he's overstocked, don't you? He's got too much inventory. He has. Silas, momentarily taken aback by Bart's simple yet perfectly accurate interpretation of the situation, recovered with lightning speed, barely a flicker of surprise in his carefully constructed persona, unhung exactly. Bartholomew, a veritable deluge of chronometers, a flood of precious time, they're practically bursting out of his cargo holds. Bart nodded sagely, connecting the dots to his own, simple, agrarian experiences, back home at the gas station on Sometimes we'd get overstocked on inner tubes for the tractors, and then we'd have to run a big sale, sometimes at almost a 30% markdown, just to clear 'em out. Silas blinked. 30% markdown on inner tubes was a universe away from a 90% markdown on genuine celestial gold chronometers. But Bart, he realized with a hidden flicker of relief, wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, whatever you want to call it, sir. Whether it's overstocked or a strategic liquidation event, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, a cosmic alignment of good fortune, tailor-made just for you, a moment of pure, unadulterated serendipity, and it would just break my heart, Private Bumble. It would genuinely crush my spirit to see a fine, upstanding young man like yourself pass it up. I'd have sleepless nights. I would, nightmares filled with unsold chronometers. Bart hesitated, weighing the heavy, impossible burden of causing Sly Sidney Silas sleepless nights. He looked at the gleaming chronometer in Silas's hand, then at Silas's earnest, pleading, yet completely fraudulent face. His gentle, compassionate heart was, as always, Bart's most exploitable vulnerability. Well, mister, if you really feel that way about it, and you're truly heartbroken by the thought of me missing out, Bart began, his resolve finally crumbling under the weight of Silas's performance. Silas, seizing the moment with the ruthless efficiency of a predator, practically shoved the chronometer into Bart's trembling hands. How else can I feel, son? My conscience demands it. My ethical code dictates it. Take it. Please, consider it a gesture of profound gratitude from an old spacer to a new generation of heroic space troopers, a cosmic handshake of appreciation. Goodness gracious alive, Bart exclaimed, clutching the magnificent chronometer, as if it was spun stardust. He reached for his dick. Well, here's the money, Mr. 5, 10, 11, 12. And I've got an extra 3-credit chip right here. You can just keep the change for your troubles. For your kind heart and your tireless efforts to help us servicemen. Silas's smile, for a fleeting moment, was now truly genuine, a brief, terrifying flash of unbridled avarice,